Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 25th of September 2020. Thank you for joining me. I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot for this reading. Let's see what these cards want you to be aware of. This is a deck, I think I found it on Instagram, and the colors come out really nicely when you film the cards. So I just want to show you. And it's really popular with you guys. You guys have loved this deck. If you do get this deck, I just want to let you know that the thickness of the cards is quite thin. It's not paper, but it's not as thick as regular cards. So just so you know what you're getting if you do decide to buy this deck. Let's see what the cards want you to be aware of. Friday the 25th. Okay, so first card is the Seven of Coins. Then we have the Eight of Coins. Oh wow, 7, 8. And finally, the Five of Cups, the Five of Chalices. Interesting. It's a strange mix. I haven't seen this, I don't think, ever. The Seven of Pentacles, you can see a young woman there. She's sitting down. She's kind of covered in a blanket, and she's got all these swans around, all these amazing animals, and they're all surrounded by a halo. So each one represents value, and the swans are kind of taking off and going off into the world. So the Seven of Coins is really looking at what you want your future to look like and casting your mind out into different situations and playing the tape forward. So when I grow up, I want to be a makeup artist. Let's see what that would look like. So it would see me going to beauty school after regular school. And then where am I going to do that beauty school? I've got a choice if you do have a choice. And what would I do after that? Would I work with celebrities, or would I want to do makeup for films and prosthetics? So you play the tape forward and you see what that could look like. You know, if let's say I want to do a degree in philosophy, okay, what does that look like? Okay, we'll nurture you spiritually because it's something you're really interested in, for example, but then play the tape forward till it gets time to find a job with a degree in philosophy. And I mean, that's the famous example everyone uses. If you have a degree in philosophy, you're basically unhireable, is the old thing. But I mean, what could you do with that? You could work as a teacher maybe, or you could work as a professor, or you could teach a philosophy class. You have the ability to look at your future and to see what it could look like. And that's important today, to allow yourself to daydream and to look at what you can do with your life moving forward. It's interesting, in the astrology, we have Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter, the outer planets, in retrograde in the earth sign of Capricorn, the sign of the worker. So those planets appear to be going backwards, and they're asking you to review your working life circumstances and what you do every day, what your daily routine looks like. So here we've got the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles, and we've got a young man working at making clocks. And he's very effective, he's good at what he does, he's consistent, and each clock is exactly the same. And the time is 7 o'clock. And he just keeps working and keeps working. And he has made a decision in the past about how he wants to live his life and what he wants to do to pay his bills. The question I always ask myself is, how can I create value that I can give to the world, and how can that create value back for me? And that's really the question. How can I make my life fun and valuable and enjoyable for me in such a way that I have something to show for it and I have something to share with other people? So it's not just that I'm making life better for me, but I'm improving the quality of other people's lives through my work. So the Eight of Coins says that if you dream and daydream about your different options, it's really likely that one of those options is going to take off in your mind, and you'll feel motivated and encouraged to start something new, to start working on something new. The Eight of Coins says that this is a job that you're going to enjoy, that you're going to be in for a long time, that allows you to use all your skills, and that also has room for you to progress and move forward. He's really young. So dream it and make it happen. The next card, the Five of Cups, is about perspective. Usually the Five of Chalices is someone who is looking at 3 cups that have spilled, and they've got 2 cups behind them, which are still upright. And the card is all about perspective. You can either cry over the 3 cups that have spilled, or you can be grateful and happy that you still have 2 cups that are upright. In this deck, we've got this giant tsunami coming in, so lots of emotion coming in. And these weird mannequins. One's got a knife in its hand, kind of attacking her. The other one's screaming, going through something, sadness, depression, anxiety. Here we have a bird. So freedom and this kind of celestial nighttime sun or moon. And it says that don't let yourself be swept away by every wave that comes along and every negative things that comes your way. I had an experience recently where I connected with someone quite negative, and I was just like, okay, let's just, not say anything and play ball and do everything and, resolve this situation. But for some reason, certain people, when they feel like others aren't standing up to them, they feel like they can walk all over them. So then in those kind of situations, you do have to kind of stand up for yourself, and the outcome is usually much better. Because it's certain people will respect you for not challenging them and being a nightmare in their life. But some people really are so pushy and on and on and on until you stand up for yourself, they don't respect you. And being assertive and standing up for yourself isn't something that everyone enjoys. Some people can't face conflict whatsoever. And those bullies then just kind of chip away at those people and they go under. The only thing you can do is stand up for yourself to end that dynamic. So you have to intervene. And in this situation, you don't need to let all your emotions sweep over you and torture you and reside in negativity. You can focus on your bright future, that you're free to decide what your future is, how you're going to work to get there, and that's going to make your hopes and dreams a reality. So keep the focus positive. So this is like this card's version of the 2 cups that are upright. This light that illuminates your path and that you have the freedom to choose wherever you go on that path. And this wave, you can let the emotions come and go. It really doesn't matter. Make sure that you keep the focus and the faith to doing something that gives you a sense of freedom and that you want to bring into your life. And it's something that you can work on day by day by day. So it's really about being able to roll up your sleeves and getting practical with one of your hopes and dreams, not someone else's. And by having that focus today, that's the way you're going to blossom and thrive, and the swans are going to take off and the birds are going to fly. If you let yourself get overwhelmed by negative emotional stuff, you're missing the point and you're wasting your energy, and you're directing your energy at really temporary emotional stuff that doesn't serve you. So be careful about having your energy drained today through some sort of rubbish that comes into your life via other people, someone who has a chip on their shoulder, some sort of an issue, and they decide to make it your problem. It isn't your problem. Your focus today is your freedom and your happiness, and don't let yourself get sucked into emotional tsunamis, other people's jobs and what you need to do for them. It really has to be a day about you. And you owe it to yourself. You deserve a day for you where you're really able to daydream and get clear on what you want to do work-wise today and in future. As far as today is concerned, you can be really, really practical. So daydreaming and being effective usually are mutually exclusive, because if you're zoned out staring at the wall, you don't usually get much done. But today you can work and let your mind kind of wander and see where your guidance takes you in terms of the visions you have in your mind's eye. And don't be worried or startled if it feels emotionally quite intense. Like if you get the message, move to Vienna, and it comes in, because move to Vienna, that's where you always wanted to be. It's a great city, you could work there, And then as soon as you decide that, the wave hits. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to have to move all my stuff, and I'm going to have to rent, and I'm going to have to fill out all the forms and register. So before all of that, all the problems hit, make sure you keep your eye on the goal, on the prize, and say, is this something I really want to do? And if anything, if fear comes up today, if anything, that's a symbol that you're on the right track. It's kind of like the green light to face your fears and to continue. Have an amazing day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Book Your Readings button on the front page to order reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology, as well as my intuition. To draw up your birth chart in astrology, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then please order a chart rectification on my website, gregoryscott.com. Once I have your time of birth, I can draw up your charts and I can answer any of your questions. Life purpose, vocational aptitudes, where to live, what to do, health, money, love, romance, investments, savings, anything at all. Just get in touch with me via the website, gregoryscott.com. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and share it online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.